Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today it's Tuesday the 11th of April, day after Easter Monday. It's going to be a short week this week for people going back to work because it's kind of, you got Tuesday up down to Friday, you got a 4-day week. Just put the stock box on because we're going to take some cattle out hopefully now that the weather's turned a little bit, and I'm just cleaning the windshield because it's covered in muck. I just spray a bit of this glass cleaner on and it makes the world of difference to the visibility. You can see everything. So let's give this a wash off, and then I've got to get some straw out. Try not to put tap water on the windscreen. You never get the lime scale marks, so it always dries clear. And it's just, I can't tell you how much of a difference it makes when you're in the cab all day. My bulbs has blown on the beacon, so I'll change this, put the new one in, because we go down to the Broads in the summer, so we need this little beacon working again. So just put the new light in, see if it works. To give this a good wash off and pull this crud out of the radiator. Look, just turned up from nowhere, that. Let the radiator breathe a little bit. Blimey. This is the Manitou's like small air filter. There we go. It's pretty clear. Sometimes, like I say, sometimes it gets stuff in there, but for the most part it's alright. I hope you can agree that is so much better. Nice clear windscreen. Some of the calf cows, I put like a fence up to stop them getting out, and it means I've left the attachment at the back there, but see if we can get it. Come on, come on. Yes, we've got it. Moving here now because we took the John Deere out. Gator's just sitting there. It's had a few problems again with the battery. We've been doing that again today, and yeah, trying to repair it, get it up and running again. But maybe it is time to get it changed, but we still haven't got the new one yet. We've got a Kawasaki Mule on order, but it hasn't arrived. I put it on order last June 2022, and we're now obviously April 2023, and it's still not turned up yet. So we don't really know what we're going to do with regards to the Kawasaki. There's also the Polaris Ranger, which we demoed. That could be a possibility. All depends on the build times really, when they turn up. But if you've got one on order, you'd like it to at least turn up so that you can replace one farm buggy. With a little bit of hope, I've seen some cattle down at the Broads this last week, and some people are starting to get them out. So as you can see, we've got the box ready to take some of the young calves out, cows and calves, which have calved. So as long as the weather stays off and it stays relatively dry, we should be okay. I was broken, unfortunately the netting split. Unfortunately, some people bail them up. They don't put enough layers of net wrap on, and then they can split in the shed like this. We've had a lot split this year, and so yeah, we try next year and get them double wrapped or triple wrapped. But yeah, the person who did this didn't really put enough net wrap on, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, this is really nice barley straw, and the reason why we're bringing a lot of it out now is because it's good for feed. So it's you know, something we can supplement with the silage, because we're running out of the silage, and it's something we feed as well as bed down with. We don't feed wheat straw, we mainly feed barley straw, and then the wheat straw we use for bedding, and it sort of works out quite well doing it here, which I'm hoping to take out if I can. We'll use this for the stables because they bed down with indoor straw. The people in the stables don't like the outdoor bales because they've got a bit of crust, a bit of mould on the outside. So I always use the indoor bales for the stables. Move the silage bed out of the way to get through to get the straw in, which is always a bit of fun. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. There's the old bale, and we're away. Across the road, so I've got to get some silage. Like I say, we are running out of it now, and hence that's really why we're taking the cattle out, is because we're not going to have enough to feed them over the next couple of weeks, unfortunately. There's literally hardly any, so we've got to just desperate times call for desperate measures to get the cows out. And I'm sure a lot of other farmers will be feeling the same situation, same scenario, in that they've got to get their animals out because they're running out of food. You know, grass is cheap, it grows, it'll keep the animals going if you can get them out your yard. So I normally bring the spikes along to get this bale, but today I've got all the attachments in the way. I've got to move them out of the way because we're coming towards the end of the pile. Don't know if I'll be able to get this one. Come on. Kind of a diagonal pickup on this, as you can see. I managed to pick it up, but yeah, that is the trouble. I've got to move all those implements out of the way. Yeah, most of those bales we've got left, we've got to use for feeding the horses for the rest of the year, like the livery yard. So it's really careful. You've got to be really careful to try and keep some back. Yeah, then the cattle have got to go out to eat the grass. So always the way with the horses. So I don't really have much to do with them, to be honest. But I just get the straw and get the silage. We'll need the side screws when we get the rest of these bales of straw out. I mean, I haven't got much bales of straw left, to be honest. I'm still keeping an eye on this lot. For some reason, they just will not have their carbs, this lot. So, yeah, bit of a shame. Those heifers I'm a bit worried about as well. So they're going to be quite difficult to carve. So we had the front loader when we swapped the 6930 for the 6R. And we've been using this one for a while. But then we obviously got the Manitou. And yeah, it's been sitting here for a while. I need to pull it out. We'll try and use it at silage time. I've got my crate here which I bought for potatoes, and some of my potatoes have started to chip now, so they're going to go off and they'll be gotten rid of. But they've been pretty good this year. I managed to keep quite a lot of potatoes back. I stored earlier on from last year in my fridge, and they haven't chitted, but the ones in my crate have chitted, unfortunately. But as I was saying yesterday in yesterday's video, health is wealth, and you've got to try and be healthy. I know the 135 video I did, we went to McDonald's. I used to go to a lot of these fast food places growing up, but now that I'm on the farm, I try and eat healthily, eat clean, try and live off the land, all that sort of thing. And you know, you can do a lot with potatoes. We grow them here on the farm. We used to grow carrots as well, but the carrot company went bust, so we don't have any more carrots. But we've got some from the vegetable garden. But yeah, it's amazing, you know, with the cost of living and everything, with the way, you know, food is so expensive. If you can grow something yourself, you'd be amazed at how much you can save. Or if there's something on a farm and you could buy some produce off a farmer, for example, with a farmer's market or a farm shop, it all helps at the end of the day, and it's a lot healthier for you as well. When it's cold and wet outside, it's quite nice to put these in the oven, do some jackets, a bit of tuna or some baked beans or something, cheese or that sort of thing. So yeah, so I think we've got rain for the rest of the day now. It's a bit of an overcast, miserable day. It is what it is. But yeah, we are running out of food for the cattle now, so we will get the cattle out later on in the week. And after all this rain we've got today, it is supposed to be really sunny. I think we've got a forecast on Friday of 20 Celsius. So we're going to get the suntan out by the end of the week, even though it's really cold and wet now. Looking forward to the good weather. Cook some home meals, meat and 2 veg. I think we should maybe do some farmers markets with our produce. I'm going to chuck these in the oven, and yeah, catch you on the next one. Click here to subscribe to the channel, and click here to watch another Olly's Farm video.